Hello everyone and welcome to the Endlessrise VIP bi-weekly webinar series. Of course, this is a very special webinar. Of course, myself, I'm CEO of Endlessrise, Paul Steinmetz. If I can get a sound check from everyone, if you can hear me okay, and if you can see the screen okay, it's got a rocket on it. Rick says, good from Kansas. Yeah, fellow Kansan, huh? All right, wonderful. Everyone can hear me okay and they can see my screen okay, so if you have any issues, it's probably going to be on your end. So yeah, we've got a really special webinar coming to you. We've been in development on tools and releases for over a year on things, and that's all being released today. So it's a very, very big deal. And I'll be taking you through those tools. I'll be taking you through the entire release, and we'll be going through it quite a bit. So definitely have a special shout out to my marketing director and my director of development. To get this thing in order today, the director of development actually pulled an 18-hour workday to get these things out on time. So some really hard working people over here behind the scenes working for you guys to make sure that we're able to provide you with what you need and to make sure that we meet our deadline on this launch. All right, so we've still got a couple people trickling in, but I'm gonna start out by, instead of getting into the PowerPoint, I'm going to start out by going over what's been released to those of you who have pre-existing campaigns. So how many of you have your pre-existing marketing campaigns and you've been waiting on the release of the new keyword ranking dashboard? Any of you? Anyone been waiting for it? Anybody? Okay, so while everyone else is getting in the door, I'm going to go ahead and go over that and how it's going to work. Okay, so that you don't get confused, because I'm going to be talking about VIP admin access into the monster metrics. If you are running a marketing campaign and you had a pre-existing keyword ranking dashboard, all you got to do, whether you're going in through the campaigns or through the reports, right, is to go to your pre-existing keyword ranking dashboard link, okay? And what you're going to do is click on that link, and it's going to ask you if you want to go to the new keyword ranking dashboard or the old keyword ranking dashboard, okay? So what are you going to do? You're going to click to go to the new keyword ranking dashboard. And what it's going to do is it's immediately going to portal you into the new keyword ranking dashboard. And when you get into it, it's going to look something like this, because Google Analytics still has to be synced up on your end, and Google Webmaster and Bing Webmaster, okay? Once they're all synced up, then it's going to allow you to activate the entire dashboard. Does anyone have any questions so far just on how to get here and how that works? Because that's really important. We had a big webinar on a new way to track your rankings and a new way to track your analytics and how to present that to the client. So you really have to make sure that you know how to get to this. All you have to do is go to your old keyword ranking dashboard like you typically would, and it's going to ask you if you want to go to the new one, and you're going to be right here, okay? Joanne says, does it automatically sync? No, that would be does it automatically sync? Kind of. So what you do whenever you get into here is you would click on, please click here to activate Google Analytics or Google Webmaster or, say, Bing Webmaster, right? And it's going to take you to an activation screen. And from the activation screen, you would click on what you're trying to activate. And whenever you click on that, it's going to either ask you for the Gmail account to log in with, or it's going to read the Gmail account that you're already logged in with, and you would choose your accounts. I'm going to be sending out a video tutorial on how to sync these, as well as a written manual tomorrow. I'll have the video tutorial out, and then we'll have it all up. But since this was just released, I at least wanted to bring this up, put it to everyone's attention that this is out there. But whenever you pull it up, some people are wondering if there's something that's wrong, and there's nothing wrong. It's just it's not going to show data if it's not synced. If you don't have your Google Webmaster data and you're running an active SEO campaign with us, and you can get a hold of your account manager, and they can share that access over to your Gmail account, right? So, and David says, now it has populated. That's great. So, yeah, so we've got the Google Webmaster, Google Analytics, and Bing Webmaster tracking all set up inside of this. How many people on the line, how many people on the line did not see the previous webinar on revolutionary new ways to track your rankings and your analytics? Anyone? Okay, we had a webinar and we went all over the monster metrics and what you need to be paying attention to on a new way to track rankings. And what I'm going to do, for those of you that didn't see it, at the end of this webinar, I'm going to come back around to that, and I'm probably going to circle back around a little bit and go into monster metrics more. So right now with the monster metrics release, that's there for you. You run an SEO campaign, this is what you're going to get for every single client. We're tracking all the traffic, we're tracking all the rankings, we're tracking social traffic, and what's coming up soon in this, and that's what's great about the monster metrics, it's always going to be evolving. I have developers staffed specifically to be continually working on this. What's next? Direct Facebook tracking, direct Twitter tracking, direct YouTube tracking, direct Google Plus tracking, and then we're even going to be pulling in call tracking through Twilio. This is going to be a big deal. So it is worth taking the time to get your account synced up into this and live for your clients, because it's not only an amazing piece of software for right now, but where it's going is going to be absolutely amazing. A couple questions coming in. Ray says, what data will be tracked with the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube? Oh, that's what's releasing in the future, so I'll tell you then. Fred says, you will need your client's webmaster account. No, your client can share you analytics access or webmaster access, so it doesn't have to originate just from their account. They can share you access and you can log in. Alternatively, your client, if you shared your keyword ranking dashboard to the client could log in through the client portal and activate these on their own. And like I said, I'll be sending out an activation video manual and a written manual for you to be able to use, okay? Blaine says, was there a cost or special for Monster Metrics that I have missed? If you're running an SEO campaign, there is absolutely no cost. This is what's replacing the old keyword ranking dashboard. The old keyword ranking dashboard is completely outdated, and we're really behind on replacing that. And this is what we've come out with. Okay, so we're good to move on, right? All right, so what I'm going to get into next is the release of the tools that we were able to roll out. So this is something that we have been working on for quite some time, which is the release of our SEO tools in the tool suite. And I'm going to be telling you later on how to get access into these and how to put them together and populate them. One of the most powerful thing about the SEO tool suite, whenever you're going to be able to get into it, and even right now on resources, you're going to see in your resources, first of all, that you got a lot of new pro features, and I'll be telling you how to get into those pro features. But on the SEO tools, when you get into here, you're going to see that you now have a Bootcamp tutorial overview to learn all of these tools. And the way that these tools are put together is really for you to have a consulting session in a box. I'm going to start doing trainings on teaching all of you how to become world-class consultants when you're closing a sale. And I think that's one of the most powerful things that you can ever have in your pocket is the capacity to establish trust through intelligence. But establishing trust through intelligence is a little bit difficult to do if you're running off of the equivalent to a script or sales jargon that you've repeated repetitively, right? Now, if you have a guide, if you have all of the reports that I've ever talked about on the webinars, but I talked about them on maybe a report where you run like a spider report, or you run this out of SEMoz, or you run this over there, or you run this report from over there. But what if you had every single report that you would ever want in a consulting session with a client right in front of you on your branding, on a public link with your logo on it, in a fashion that's in order on what you want to go over, so that you could have a $300 consulting session with them, and you know what? You didn't sell them a product, you just told them the value of your time. And that's what we put together on this. Not only did we put together a tool suite, not only did we do that, but we put together for you a training suite on the tool suite. I don't know how many times people have asked me, hey Paul, will you create a video on that Bang Site Audit report and the Site Grader report? Would you please tell me more what this does? And it really took me a lot of time to realize that I really need to put that together. So when we came out with this, I finally made every one of the videos that you asked for. So what does this overview do? Well, there's an overview tutorial video right here on the top right-hand corner, and I talk about how to utilize this tool suite as an overview. And then below, without even getting into running it for clients, you can see pop-outs, but there's a video tutorial on every single report that's in here. And that video tutorial is telling you how to explain this to a client in a sales session. That's what these video tutorials are for. You can go out there and buy tools all day long or find free tools, but who's going to tell you how to string them all together and how you need to position them towards the client when you're pitching them? Nobody, but Endlessrise does now. So you'll watch all these videos, get in there, but if you wanted to even, and you want to just preview the different reports, I had a report preview put in all of these so that you can get in here and preview every single report. Let's say that you wanted to look at the social buzz analysis. You check out a quick comment, full tutorial video, and then you can preview this report. We'll bring up for you a quick report preview. Although some of the reports on the preview do not look as good as they do in person, okay, whenever the preview is not there. So you can preview all of these, and if you want to make the preview screen wider, you can do that. And then you can go through and look at the report. While you're looking at the report, what would I do if I were you? I would pull up the video about the report and scroll through the report while you're watching the video, okay? So you can pull up this report, and you can also pull up the video, and you can watch them at the same time and go through the report and really learn it. Now, we've been strategizing on this for a really long time, and if you're needing to be able to get your foot in the door with a client and you're needing to be able to go through a high-level consulting session with them, let me go over what these different reports are all about. The Website Mobile Responsiveness Analyzer is going to analyze the difference in the different mobile devices for the client. That helps you sell web design. Malware inspection establishes trust. A broken link finder, that upsells SEO. Bank Site Audit, upsells SEO. Spider View, keyword density, upsells SEO. Google Maps Rank Analyzer, local listings checker, upsells to local buzz, right? SiteGrader report is a mix of the two. Website momentum analysis can be pushed towards SEO. Social buzz analysis pushes towards social media. YouTube could go towards local buzz or social media, and then DNS Investigator. Now, I had a PPC tool in here, but we couldn't get it to work well enough in time to release it. For the most part, even on the social buzz analysis, that can actually help with selling reputation. So this is going to be extremely powerful for you. And yeah, and as some people are already hinting towards, is this part of the pro membership? It is, but I'm not talking about the pro membership yet, but I will. On this tool, whenever you get into it, the coolest thing is that whenever you add a domain, when you add a domain, all you got to do is click here and add the client's domain. And then what you're going to do after you add the domain, you just click on the domain. When you click on this domain, it populates for this domain every single report that's there. And then you can click to run the report. So if I'm going to click and just run this backlink finder, if you're on screen sharing with a client running these live, and keep in mind, it'd be off of your domain, it'd have your banner up top for your branding if you customized your dashboard, which you should, and your logo. If you've got this running, you run this right in front of them. Here's your broken links, right? So you can run these all live in front of them, and you tell them this is your technologies, this is your proprietary stuff, and it's on your branding. And there's what competition are you going to have that's going to be able to do that, right? Okay, so you can run the reports live in front of them. You can, if I were you, I would actually open them up in different tabs and run the reports, and you can download and PDF out all of these reports as well. Any questions on that? I got a lot of questions, but luckily we have staff on the line answering questions as well. Okay, a couple of questions coming out from right and left field a little bit, and I'll get to those. Michael says, will clients have access to run their own reports? Yes, they will. You see this public link? Any idea what that thing's for? You take this public link, right? You send that public link to that client. And what it's going to do is it's going to remove all of the other links up here. It's going to remove the support. It's going to remove everything else. And it's going to put your banner in the background and your company logo on it. And then it's going to it won't show them anyone else's domains but their own. And they can come in and they can run all of their own reports if they want to, and take time to go through them. But are they going to? No, they need the reports explained to them. But if you wanted to send it to them ahead of time, you can, right? Not only that, but I mean, you can come in here and run as many domains as you want, really. So I'm getting a lot of questions about pro membership. So I wanted to get into the SEO tools first and the monster metrics. Let's see real quick. I'm going to do a side check here to see if I have the monster metrics populated. Because I wanted to at least show those of you on the line real quick. Okay. It's not quite populated. Team's still working on populating the Google Analytics on this, then I'll show you the whole thing. All right, so when we released everything, what we came out with to release all of this is a pro membership subscription. So, and I had someone say, hey, Martin and a couple of others saying, what's a pro membership and why would you put together a pro membership? So here's the thing. What we've been getting asked for is to provide more sales front technologies in the arena of report suites, to help people out with things like lead generation software, to help people out to continue to be able to receive marketing materials for their own company at a really, really cheap rate, and to also be able to have more VIP treatment on things. So what we did over the last year, we've been working and strategizing on something we can put together and offer all of that support. So what we don't want to do is take all of our overhead that we have to put into development and everything else that's the additional things that people want, and if we're going to cover that overhead as a company, where would it go to typically? That would go to the services. The services would have to go up in cost. Instead, we decided, instead of increasing service costs, put all of these additional things in a different arena and focus the additional costs on those as our company on the overhead. For those of you people that need the ability, that need the additional help, or maybe you don't need the help, you just like the features. We put it into an arena, and we put it into an arena for the monthly enterprise marketing materials, right? How many of you purchased in the past the reseller marketing subscription or the media bundle, right? People are saying, yeah, all of them. Yeah. For those of you who purchased that in the past, I'll be talking to you about some credits that you have into the library that's accessible. So if you purchased them in the past, then you have access to all of them. As part of this membership program, we're still going to continue to release the monthly marketing materials as part of the membership program now. So what was previously like the reseller content subscription services, we're not going to be branding these to you, but every single month as part of this membership program, you would continue to receive all of the marketing materials that we come out with, which is what? That is it down here? The marketing materials, which is the one video, one infographic, one HTML newsletter, 3 blog articles, and a PowerPoint, right? So that comes with all of that. Now, for the monster metrics, and I'll get into it a little bit more, the monster metrics is going to be part of the membership program. But on the monster metrics, the big difference is with the membership program, you would have admin access to be able to set up your leads or clients, whether or not you're running services with us, in that analytics and rank tracking system. 20 of them. Does that make sense? So Monster Metrics has the capacity for you to go in and set up about any client that you want, right? And that's the training that I'm going to be doing next week, and I did quite a bit of training on that whenever we were talking about a new way to track analytics for clients. What else is part of it? Endless Goldmine Access. It's lead generation software. Some of you probably have heard of it before. Some of you might have it. And we were talking about site audit reports, and I got quite a bit of feedback whenever we were recently talking about the paid site audit reports, the professional level site audit reports. As part of the membership program, we're giving you 1 credit per month on the Pro Site Audit reports. And how much do those Pro Site Audit reports cost anyways? It's about $100, right? Access to monthly Ultimate Sales Battle, we're rolling that into the membership program. I'm going to be putting a lot more work into that, and then we're going to be releasing exclusive promotions for the Pro members. So what are we going to end up doing that's going to be a lot on this? We're going to be creating a really, really strong Pro member community, and what I'm going to be doing is picking out on the coaching sessions for the Pro member Ultimate Sales Battle the top salesmen that we have in our entire network, right? It's going to be really powerful. And then there's some add-ons in the Pro membership arena. We put together a really cool library. So as part of the Pro membership, if you've ever bought the media bundle in the past or the reseller content subscription, you would already have access to the marketing materials library as part of the Pro membership. What we did to make it easier for you on the marketing materials in the library is we put it into an easy to scroll through interface. How many of you have all of your marketing materials and they're all over the place? Or even you bought the media bundle and you have all these links, right? But are you like, oh, where's that one at? Where's this link? And you know what? I had like, where's all these blog articles? Where's that infographic at? And you got to go digging through everywhere. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a really cool library and you could preview things before you downloaded it and opened it to see if that was really what you wanted so you didn't waste your time all over the place? So check out this interface on the marketing library that we came out with. And this marketing library, which is, yeah, it's part of the Pro membership, but if you already paid for the media bundle or the content subscription, then you're gonna have credits to get into this, right? Whenever you get into this, you're going to see that there's a lot of new things that are in here, like the general company. If you haven't seen our general company videos or marketing materials. So in other words, this video, PowerPoint, and blog articles, infographic, this is all about your company in general. So anyways, you can get into here, you can preview and download the different marketing materials for your company as a general. And then if you click the different tab and go to SEO, then you're going to see all of the marketing materials for SEO, right? Is this a lot better than the other interface you guys are used to seeing? Sales collateral, video, PowerPoint, infographic, blog, articles, HTML newsletter, boom, that's SEO. Nice, right? Preview it, download it, and go. Local buzz. You want local buzz? There you go. Sales collateral, video, PowerPoint, infographic, blog articles, HTML newsletter, video. Can you brand them? Yeah, you can brand them when you download them. Do whatever you want with them. Web design, full marketing suite inside of web design. Sales collateral, video, PowerPoint, HTML newsletter, blog articles, social media, PPC, website audits, ORM. Do I need to keep going? Every single one of these has all of them. The only ones that are pending some additional materials are the website audits and the ORM. The ORM materials will be out this month. Right? This is probably the most extensive marketing material library in existence for any sort of an entity out there for you to be able to tap into. Has anyone ever seen a larger or more comprehensive marketing materials library? No one? If you have, give me a link. I want to go look at it. No one so far. And Patrick says, will you be adding to it? Yeah, of course. Like I said, every single month we come out with the equivalent to this, the video, PowerPoint, infographic, 3 blog articles, and an HTML newsletter. Every single month we come out with that. So not only do we do that, but we also have the training that we did on how to take all these marketing materials and market your own company, right? We are always providing you with updated marketing materials to keep your marketing on the edge. And that's going to be really important for you, okay? So all of this stuff in the resources is really all coming down to a Pro membership that's on top of this. On that Pro membership that we put together, it has we went over the marketing materials. We went over the monster metrics, the 20 free credits. So pretty much you can get in there and throw 20 free credits in, which I can add. I'm going to go over the monster metrics a bit more. Seo Tools access, we went over it. The Endless Gold Mine is a lead mining software, right? Some of you probably already have it and you just haven't seen it in this type of a fashion anyhow. But it mines leads. How many of you already have lead mining software? And if not, you get into here, you just have another license to be able to use one. How many of you either have one or had one and are not using it? A lot of people are using it. And it works really well for a lot of people. So if you already have lead mining software, then you'd just be able to get an additional license to the lead mining software that's in here, right? You'd be able to utilize that. We're going to be doing a lot of training on the lead mining software on how we recommend to be utilizing it. And if you're not familiar with the lead mining software, as part of the Pro membership, it comes with the lead mining software. So if you already have it, then it's always good to have an additional license. But we're going to be doing training specifically on how to use the lead mining software with our services. The lead mining software that comes with the Pro membership, a lot of you are familiar with this type of software, right? Now, inside of this software, it's going to mine everything for you. It can send out the leads for you. It can leave the phone calls. It can leave the messages. But a lot of what we're going to be doing the training on with this is how to use this software specifically to sell our services, and we're going to be bringing on quite a few resellers in the Pro membership trainings to talk about how they're utilizing this and specifically what they're doing. Because whenever you're utilizing software like this, there's so many options to it that you can use it. The two people could use the software, and two people could be running it for the same type of mining on the leads and sending out emails, and this thing leaves automated voicemails as well. But the fine details that would separate one person from the next on utilizing this could be the difference between success and failure. It's kind of like if you're sending out anything from emails. I mean, it depends on when you send out the email. It depends on what your subject line is. It depends on what you said in there. And that can be the difference between success and failure. And I think that's why it's really important that we get into this, and particularly what pieces of data you can send to a client that would get them to respond and upsell to services. So if you're needing lead mining software, it would be included in there. Okay, now outside of that, yeah, the one free Pro Site Audit report, we went over that in a previous webinar. The Pro Site Audit report goes over marketing research and analysis, keyword structuring, ranking analysis, competition analysis, broken links. We do a backlink check to see how bad their backlinks are, duplicate website content check, content instructions. The Pro Website Audit report that we do, this is the report that's inside of your services. So if you go to services and on the SEO, local buzz, Site Audit tab, if you scroll down to the website audits, that's what this is. That site audit's $100. We're throwing one of these per month in for free as part of the Pro membership because we want to motivate people to start utilizing these, because that's, if you've got a really big client or if you're trying to get your foot in the door with someone that's really difficult, and if you're able to get them to check out a Pro Site Audit report, the Pro Site Audit reports, not only do they tell you what's wrong or what could be improved, but they also tell you what it's going to take to fix it, and that's a really big deal. So I think that the Pro Site Audit report is going to come in handy for a lot of people. Is there anyone on the line that utilizes the Site Audit reports currently? Last time we were on, we did a promotion to get people into those Site Audit reports. We're really trying to get people to start utilizing those. Yep, Amy, Hugh, Brian, a lot of people. David said there's one being done right now. Yeah, they're powerful, and I think it takes a little bit of motivation to get people into them and to understand them. They're a very strong and fairly comprehensive report, and some people shy away from them, but it's a really, really good report to be running. That takes human manual analysis, and it takes quite a bit of work as well. And of course, the Ultimate Sales Battle and the Pro member promotions that we are going to be coming out with. So all of this that's going to be put into here is for me, the amount of work that went into this over the last year is really strong. The monthly enterprise marketing materials we previously sold at $100 a month for those that paid for the reseller content subscription package. That, minus the branding, that's the marketing materials that are released on a monthly basis. The Monster Metrics admin side, 20 free credits to set up metrics and run metrics even for your leads to get into it, that is included as part of the Pro membership. The SEO Tools Access interface with the public link, that comes with unlimited reports that you can rip and take to your clients. Unlimited, right? So you can run that all day long. Depends on how many of them that you want to run. And the Pro membership, not only that, but I mean, if you're the only person in your company inside of our portal, then okay. But the Pro membership applies to your company, right? And the Pro membership is a monthly fee. But it applies to everyone in your company. It's not per user. So if you've got 10 people in your company, this applies to everyone in your company. One free site audit report per month. Of course, that's for the whole company. Access to the monthly sales battle and the promotions that we are going to be releasing. This, the rate that we came out with on this, where is it at? Oh, where's the rate? Where are the rates at? I could have sworn they were right here. Did I pass them? There they are. This membership is going for, if they're monthly payments, it's $119 a month. If it's quarterly payments, it's $99 a month. And if it's biannual payments, it's $89 a month. And I'll show you the subscription screen on that. That's, if you were paying for the content subscription before, that was $100. If you were paying for the Pro Site Audit report per month, you were paying $100. You didn't have the SEO tools. Who knows what SEO tools you're using? If you've got the Monster Metrics, you don't need another metrics program at all, right? With all of that combined together, we're still offering this for around $100 a month. That's insane. It took us probably between, I don't know, to get the rates down because we were trying to keep rates underneath $100. It took us probably 3 months of just strategizing how we were going to build it and put it all together to get the rates underneath $100 a month. Hugh's saying, what is the cost of the add-ons if a member? The only add-ons that are there right now for, Catherine says, the prices on my site are a lot higher. That's weird. This was just released, so if for whatever reason, when you come in, let me show you the subscription page on this. If I click on here to subscribe, yeah. If your rates on this do not show $119 as a monthly option or $99 as a quarterly option, pay every 3 months, or $89 as biannually, then give it 1 day to get fixed. And if Justin's on the line there, or Judy, if you could reach over to Raymond and make sure that he makes sure that those rates are consistent for everyone, because that's got to be a glitch, right? Lawrence says, add-on prices for Monster Metrics and Pro Site Audit report. There's no add-on rates for those. That's what's included in the primary. Everything that's included in the primary membership, the enterprise marketing materials that are released on a monthly basis, that's part of the Pro membership. Monster Metrics admin access on 20 free credits, that's part of the Pro membership. Unlimited SEO tools reports that you can run, which are crazy, that's part of it. The Endless Goldmine access, that lead gen system, that's part of it. The Pro Site Audit report per month, that's part of the Pro membership. So that's not, there's no add-ons here. Access to the sales battle and the promotions we're going to be coming out with that's going to be exclusive to the Pro membership community. That's all part of the Pro membership. The only add-ons that are there are the add-ons that you're used to seeing, which is the VIP website, which probably most of you already have, and then the access into the marketing library that I was showing you. And if any of you have paid for that in the past, then your access into the marketing library is free when you have your Pro membership, right? Steve says, can I still get presence reports? Yeah, I mean, everything that you got before and whenever you submitted through a proposal request, you still get. I didn't modify what you have access to previously. The only thing we did is give you an option if you want to avail of more. But for what you always get, the value that you get when you put through a proposal request and you get the reports that are in there and you get the keyword research and you get the competition analysis, yeah, that's still in there, of course. Nothing has been removed. It's just been added to on this. Hugh says, so as a member, we get an enterprise website for no charge? No, it's an add-on. Lane says, is there a license key for the Goldmine when we download it and install it? Actually, when you download and install the lead gen software, you use the same username and password that you do for eDasher to activate it. Bruce says, FYI, biannual payment is every 2 years. Every 6-month payment would be semi-annual. I guess that's how you look that up, but I can have them change the terminology on that. Randall says, is it the same cost with the Pro membership as without it? I'm not sure I understand what that means. Stefan says, what's the difference between the Pro Site Audit report and the comprehensive website audit in our services? It's the same thing. That's the same thing. That's what I'm referring to, Stefan. We just call it the Pro Site Audit, but yeah, it's the Site Audit report. I mean, there's only one Site Audit report that we sell, and that's the one that's included in here for free on once a month. The other ones, those are automated reports. The comprehensive site audit report, or what we just call the site audit report that's inside of the services, that's done by hand. Abe says, do you have a screenshot of a demo or live VIP reseller site? Yeah, when you come into here, you're able to see all of this. I mean, you also have a new icon. So if you notice at the very top, you see this account icon at the very top? Everyone see that? If you click on the account icon, it takes you to your account. So you would see that, yeah, I shouldn't say trial, but you'll see that you can see your account, but you can, when you click on subscribe, it's going to take you to the subscription page. And the subscription page takes you to here. On the splash messages, when you log in, you always see the same thing as well. So Laura says, very interested in Pro membership, just me, one staff. If I paid quarterly or biannually, how much are each of the add-ons, website materials, library, educational modules? There's only 2 add-ons, so I think people are getting confused. Everything's included, and you can always go into here and read about it. The add-ons are listed here. There's only 2 add-ons, and that's the VIP reseller site and the marketing materials library. So those are the only 2 add-ons. Yeah, we do have an exciting add-on coming in the future. It might be a month or 2 out, but that is that's like 110 lessons. It's full courses. It's for people that really need ground-level education on the industry, but a lot of you might, some of you might not. Randall says, is it the same cost for a VIP reseller website with the Pro membership as is without it? Is there a break in the price if I get the Pro membership? What we did on the marketing materials library, which is now the old media bundle and reseller content subscription, that doesn't exist everywhere anymore because now it's just the marketing library, right? That's what everything's in right now. On the Pro membership, you get your ongoing monthly release on the marketing materials. But yeah, the library access into this, unless you paid for it in the past on the media bundle or whatnot, the library access into this is $400. The VIP website went up to $400. If you remember the webinar last month, I said that the rates were going up on that. But whenever you come in on your site, you can go on your resources and you can click on VIP website. So some people are asking about that. When you go to resources and click on the VIP website, you can come in here and you can check it out. You can click preview on all the different themes and you can read through everything that's included in them. That's now in your space to be looking at. So if you wanted to purchase more than one theme or whatnot, you can. If you wanted to come in and look at the marketing library, you can still do that, and you can still purchase everything. On the marketing library, whenever you get into here, it's just going to let you know that you're not a pro member. The access into the marketing library and access into being able to purchase the VIP websites is only for pro members now. And the reason why we did that is because we were running checks and seeing that some people will come in, buy a reseller website and buy the marketing materials and not do business with us. But we don't want tons of people to have the VIP reseller site. We want it to be and remain fairly unique. We're not trying to flood the world with it, nor are we trying to flood the world with the marketing materials. So we don't want people to just be able to come in if they're not planning on doing business with us and being loyal to Endlessrise and buying this and then just leaving and not doing business with us. So the access into the marketing library and the access to be able to buy a VIP website now moving forward is only if you're a pro member. It's only going to be available to pro members. So, but I got Barry asking me a question. Is Monster Metrics free with existing SEO campaigns? Yeah, 100%. Monster Metrics is free with pre-existing SEO campaigns. But there's a difference. So let me show you the difference. When you have Monster Metrics for a pre-existing SEO campaign, you're going to see what's called the client-facing, right? So with the client-facing side, and this might be logging me out, I might have to log back in. The client-facing side is where the dashboard is at for the Monster Metrics. It shows you the traffic overview and everything, and yeah, it's going to log me out here, I think. Nope. So they're still activating the Google Analytics, it looks like, on this. But yeah, so this is the client-facing, right? But when you're a pro member, you have access into a different type of interface. And what you have on that, it looks like, let me pull it up, this actually, which looks a little bit odd. So what this is, when you have access to the pro membership and you go to your resources tab and you scroll down to Monster Metrics, it's going to bring you to here if you're a paid pro member. And what you can do from here is you can go in and add your clients and add their domains and track if you've activated their Google Analytics, Google Webmaster, Bing Webmaster, set up their dashboard for them on tracking and give them their username and password to log in directly to view their analytics, right? It's giving you your own access, admin side to the analytics suite to set up whoever you want, right? Does that make sense? Stuart says, bottom line, need to be a pro member to have an effective relationship. Is that right? No, it's not right at all. Look, this is for the people that want more. That's what this is for. Endlessrise has always offered the most amazing free services that are out there. Free keyword research, free live consulting, free of the singular reports that come whenever you submit a proposal request, the local presence report, the competition analysis, all of that's still there. That's all still there. That all remains there for free. This is for the people that are getting more serious. These are for the people that want even more. The reason why we produce even more on all of this is because people ask for it and people want it. And at the rates that we're offering it for, you know that we're not asking for very much on it. JC says, explain credits. Well, yeah, when you get into here, you have 20 of your free credits. It just means you can add 20 websites to track. That's all that it means. One website, one credit, right? So you just add 20 sites in here pretty much, and then you're able to show your client their own, analytics suite that you've set up for them. which is not a bad idea with getting your foot in the door if you've got a client or a lead that's saying, hey, I'm not sure if I'm wanting to move forward with this. I think I need some time to think about it. And you say, all right, well, you know what? I tell you what. You give me $100 just to set up your tracking and monitoring on what's going on with your site, and I'll just charge you $25 a month, and I'm going to send you an email once a month, and I'm going to check in on your webmaster and check in on what's going on, and then you send it over to them, and then that kind of conversation that sparks, which would be a conversation like this. Hey, you know what? I was looking into your crawl issues screenshot on my technology that I was looking into, and you have a lot of problems we need to look into. That makes it a lot easier to close them in SEO, right? Lawrence says, I have 40 companies to track. How much extra for the extra 20? Lawrence, you can shoot me an email on that if you want. We released, we haven't addressed if people are wanting additional credits, so I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that. But it'd be something that would be ridiculously cheap. I needed to go over the new services that we're releasing. We have a new service release and some promotions we need to throw out there. So let me go over those real quick, and then we can get into the monster metrics, and then I'll stay behind for everyone that stays on the line and answer all the questions that you might have about the membership. But for those of you that are going to want me to get on, let me go on to the Brand Booster. We have a new service that we're releasing, and it's called a Brand Booster. The purpose of this service is to boost your client's brand a little bit, or maybe a lot on their site. One of the things that we're realizing is that, so it comes down to a marketing campaign for a client, and we're producing marketing materials for them on an SEO campaign in the arena of promotion, press release, company update, industry news. But whenever you go and you look at a lot of clients' blogs, it's not very good. They don't have a lot of really good content on them. Some of them start completely empty. So what we wanted to be able to do was to be able to offer a service that can put things on your client's site that's really going to make people pay attention to them, especially if they're going to dive down into their blog. I don't know, probably the majority of you, whenever you go to pitch a client, you're not going to talk to them necessarily about all of the issues that's on their site. Maybe you'll talk to them about the broken links. You're probably not going to get too in-depth on the technical details on it. But when we talk more about branding, we talk more about the type of content that needs to be on their site, and not necessarily SEO content, but real brandable content, so that if someone does dive into their site, if someone is looking to know more about them, and they need to have really good content, and that's a problem. But clients typically don't like you modifying the content too much on their primary core pages. This content on what we call the Brand Booster, the purpose of this is to boom their brand, particularly on the blog, but it does more. So what the Brand Booster does is it comes with 5 different blog articles, and it comes with a video.